Happy holidays, everybody. It's that time of year of giving to our loved ones. Actually, everyone should be your loved one, and you should be giving all year round. But this is the time of year, so it's the time of the big Markus giveaway, and this is probably the biggest giveaway I have ever done for the holidays. This is the big Markus. Wow, do I have a lot of stuff today. Oh, you could probably buy a house with all this stuff, but this is the big Markus giveaway, and the shipping is going to be insane, but okay. Here we go. MarkusPix.giveawayanswer.com is where you pick your item. And I don't know, let's just start, okay? The big holiday giveaway. Starting off with two Neewer Q300 flashes, brand new. These are great flashes for photography. One person gets two brand new Neewer Q300. Speaking of Neewer, another entry is the Neewer Q3. It's just like an AD200 for Godox, but the Neewer version of it. Next up, we have two Fido FD100s. We have a daylight version and a bicolor version. This is one entry right there, Fido 100. Then we have this really cool tripod. You know me, I love traveling, I love hiking, and I want the smallest, most lightweight stuff possible. It's a never-ending obsession of mine. This is actually a pretty, look how small this is. It doesn't weigh much, as aluminum, and I love it because this tiny little thing goes up to this height. That's pretty good, and it weighs nothing. This is a wonderful, if you want lightweight, this is a great little tripod here. Another thing is a umbrella softbox by Photech. It's just a perfect size. It comes with several things. You can line the inside of that with silver or gold. You could also just use it as a reflection umbrella. Wonderful little Photech umbrella softbox reflector kit. All right, next up we have a Panasonic VX1, brand new out of the box here. I just tested it once for a video. Brand new little camcorder. Speaking of camcorders, here we have a Canon Vixia HF G60. This is a G60 camcorder. I believe this is the 1-inch sensor. Microphone input, big everything. Really cool. All right, G60 camcorder. There you go, Canon. Next up, we have two really good quality tripod heads, pan tilt heads, really nice, like a set of two. Next up, we have, now I know whoever gets this one is going to be a professional, because only pros would get something like this. A data color by Spider Checker, and a Tilta power supply system. This is a way of mounting your V-mount devices on rails, so people who have rails on their system, and it has all kinds of different hookups here for all kinds of different ways of getting, look at all these power options here. So this is a power supply hookup thing by Tilta. This is something pros use, so if you have a rail system and you want to put a V-mount on your camera rail system and then check your color perfectly with your data color Spider Checker, this is a set of two for that right there, the pro kit. All right, this is a Fivray M20 fill light. Look at that cool looking sci-fi thing here. You can open this up and take it out, so just have it like that, or you could put it in this thing here. And now you can mount it to stuff. Fivray M20 by Zhiyun. All right, next up we have a set of three Osmo Action cameras. I don't know what model it is. It might be the original one, or it might be a 3. I have no idea what they are. This one works, but the screens don't. I don't know what happened to it, but the screens don't work. But if you push record, it is recording, and when you take the card out and put it in your computer, you'll see your video. So all three work. These ones are perfectly working condition. So 3 Osmo Action cameras for one person. All right, now we move on to, oh wow, I'm giving away my Samsung NX500s. Actually, I'm keeping one of them. I'm giving 3 of them away, and I mean, you can look at the dust they're collecting. It's just a shame that they're just sitting there doing nothing. 28 megapixel, even today, superior to many 6000 series Sony. Look at it, you can flip it upright like that. How many 6000s can just flip up like that? They're so ahead of their time. 28 megapixels, APS-C sensor. Samsung NX500s, 3 of those, not for one person, 3 different people. Each person gets one. So yeah, I can't believe I'm doing this, but they're just sitting there. I'm hardly ever using them, so I should share the joy. I'm going to keep one. I'm giving 3 away. And speaking of Samsung, that's a Samsung NX mount. I'm giving away lenses separately. These are Samsung NX. These are very expensive Samsung NX mount lenses. We have a 16 to 50 here, and we have a 50 to 150 OIS. This one is brand new. This is mint condition. This one doesn't work. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I'm going to give you this one anyway. You can play with it if you want. Maybe you can figure out a way to fix it. One person gets two 50 to 150s. These are, I think, $1,500 lenses. Really, really expensive. Moving on, the OBSBOT. This is a OBSBOT tail. So one lucky person gets two of these. This is a device that you hook onto you just mount it to a 1/4-20 and it follows you. I've made a video about this. This is a camera that follows you. It recognizes your face, and then as you walk around, it's following you. It has up, down, left, right, zooms in automatically. It has an SD slot, so you put a micro SD in there. That's where it records into, and it goes by hand signals. You make a hand signal and it starts recording, stops recording, starts tracking, stops tracking. Two of these OBSBOT tail tracking cameras. Moving on, another person gets two digital photo Snoot minis. These are Snoots that can be used on a Zhiyun, a Ulanzi, or a small rig mount. It mounts to those mounts, and you put your gobo in here, so that's a pattern that projects on the wall, and projects a beam of light with a pattern on it. So one person gets both of these. I know I should be giving these to two separate people, but I just don't want to deal with all that shipping. All right, next up, another person gets two Canon STM lenses, EFS 24 2.8 and a 40mm 2.8. So one person gets two lenses. They're really small. People like small lenses. Speaking of Canon, here we have a PowerShot G5X Mark II, little pocket camera. Great for vlogging, brand new, just used it once for a video. Brand new PowerShot G5X Mark II camera. Speaking of pocket camera, this is actually more of a compact camera. This is a tiny little Canon IXI 650. Little tiny pocket camera. Cute little thing. If you like little tiny compact cameras, there you go. Speaking of small cameras, here's a brand new Nikon, what is it? It's a Z30, Nikon Z30 camera with a 40mm f2 lens. Screen flips out, great for vlogging. I think this is one of the smallest, most lightweight cameras for Nikon. APS-C. So you got a Z30 with a 40mm f2. Now here we have a micro four thirds lens. This is a monster lens. It's a 17mm Olympus M-Zoico 1.2. This is a 17mm f1.2 wide angle lens. Really high quality, super expensive. If you're into micro four thirds and you want a wide angle 1.2 lens, so you can get blurry backgrounds with a 17mm wide angle lens with micro four thirds. Now I know some of you are saying, is that a Sigma 135 1.8 DG art lens? Yes it is. This is quite the monster. This is an awesome, awesome lens. Why are you giving this away, Marcus? Well, the only reason I'm giving this away is it's heavy, it's big, and the autofocus is kind of noisy. You know me, I'm trying to find lighter, smaller lenses, and this is a big ass heavy lens, and like I said, the autofocus is kind of noisy. But wow, what a lens. If you want a creamy autofocus bokeh background, there you go. Sigma 135 1.8 DG art lens for Sony E-mount. And finally, the big mama package deal here. I know, again, I could break this up into multiple people, but I just don't want to deal with multiple shipping boxes and all that. So one lucky person gets all of these. These are Stella Pro Lights, video lights. They are ones that I've used. They've been all over the world multiple times. There are different iterations of them. There's a couple 7Ks, a couple 8Ks, and a couple of 10Ks, the CLXs. If you don't know what these are, don't get them. If you know what they are, these are super high-end video lights, very heavy, built-in battery. That's why I'm getting rid of them, because they're really heavy. And they're Fresnels. Each one of them comes with a Fresnel that you go on here that intensifies the light. You don't have to have the Fresnel on there. The newer ones use the glass Fresnels. I have, what, 4 of these? And then the older ones use silicone Fresnels, and there's also barn doors and everything on there also. This is probably $20,000 worth of stuff right here for just these lights. Don't get these if you're not a professional and you're not into really heavy. These things weigh a ton, like really weigh a ton. That's a lot of stuff for the holidays. I got to clear out and make room because I need space. So anyway. Giving is so wonderful when you give out of the joy of your heart and spread the joy with others. I don't want to have to sell it on eBay and deal with all that crap. So just give it to someone. Share the joy. That's what life's about, because you're not here very long, and make the best of it. Enjoy people. Just spread joy. That's so important. All right. Well, tell your friends about MarkusPix. Congratulations on making it through another year. I hope you have a good next year, and that we all do good. So doing what I can to help with that. Have a wonderful holiday, everybody. Good luck on the contest. MarkusPix.giveawayinner.com. And I'll see you in the next video.